It seems to me that everything the Ramonas said is coming true. It wasn't Project Fear. It was Project Fact, wasn't it? Ruislip. Hello, Stuart.
Hello, Nick. Really nice to speak to you. OK, I'm a Brexiteer for my woes. I just want to ask you a question, because you don't seem to understand why Brexiteers actually are happy to play the long game. I know you can't seem to gather that, and that's fair enough. I'd like to ask you a question.
What's the long game?
Well, not worried about...
Hoping that it will all come right in the end. Is that the long game?
That's a fair play. That's a fair point, Nick. Nick, I'd just like to ask you...
No, but tell me, what is the long game? You mean, you said it. What is it?
Well, I'll give you... OK, fine. Does it matter to you what the country's called, England? Does that matter to you? Or is it completely irrelevant to you as an individual? Does it matter to you what the country's called?
Does it matter to me what the country is called?
Does it matter to you? Would it bother you if somebody said, oh, let's call it Rainbow Land? Would it actually bother you the next morning when you got up?
That would be. I would have a problem with Rainbow Land.
All right, what one would you like?
I'm quite comfortable with England or Britain or the UK. You know, pick one.
But would it bother you if they wanted to change the name just because, why not? Why is it important to you, the name, then?
Is this your explanation of what the long game is?
It's just a question. Does it matter to you that it's called England?
We've been over that, and I've given you my answer.
All right, Nick, that's fair enough, Nick, fair enough. All I'm saying is that...
But what's the long game?
Nick, the long game is a bit like the war, a bit like 1939. A lot of people understood. It really, really mattered to a lot of people that we actually got to a certain point. And so it was 6 years, whatever. You have to shake shoulders and say, do you know what? It's important. So Brexiteers aren't worried right now, Nick, 2-3 weeks, 2 months down the line, that things haven't got better.
Can I just say, was that your explanation of what the long game was? We're still fighting World War II?
No, it was just an example. We're not fighting anything at the moment. The point I'm making, Nick, is most Brexiteers are more than happy to take 1, 2, 3 years to get to what's really important to us.
But what's important?
It's a feeling that we're in control of our own land. I know you see that as a strange thing, Nick.
Being in control, this sort of fantasy that we are somehow in control. In what respect are we more in control now than we were before?
So there we're down to feeling again, and you've got no time for feeling, Nick. You think it's all a joke, feelings. For all feelings, not facts.
Feelings? How different do you feel now than in December? Tell me.
I feel much happier, because I feel now... Well, I just feel...
You've got to be kidding me.
No, not really, Nick. I must say, I love your show. I think you're great, but I'm a Brexiteer, a staunch Brexiteer. We will never agree.
But it doesn't seem like you have any idea why you are a Brexiteer, Stuart. I mean, I've given you ample opportunity, and you went down some route. Right. I'm still not clear as to where we were going with the what. Are you comfortable with the name of the country? What was all that about?
I'll give you an example.
I mean, did you think that the European Union were going to change the name of our country?
No, I just don't think it matters to you too much. And I'm trying to make the point that you're not really too bothered about the country as other people see it.
No, Stuart, I've made this point over and over again. And this is actually quite important. We're talking about patriotism. I've got no idea what you were on about with the name of the country. I don't think you even knew where you were going with that. Patriotism is what you're talking about. And I believe that the difference between somebody like me, Stuart, and somebody like you is that I am interested in what's beneficial for the country. You, on the other hand, are interested in what you have been persuaded is better for you. That's the difference between us.